So I changed the orientation to see if possibly that might change what's going on with the live, because there's something weird going on. So I have, whoo-hoo, you can really see all the little fuzzies. All I did was change the orientation. So we'll see if more people can see my live this way or not. Because maybe it's just the day. I don't know. But usually I have a couple people that join me, and it does not seem like anybody has seen it, and that's okay. Because maybe they're busy doing other stuff. I'm gonna put my eye stuff away because I'm not gonna, whoops, I need my stitch marker. Nope, it's underneath it. I'll do eyes later when I'm doing chickens. Okay, dokies. I am just gonna continue making pickles until I'm out of the ball. That way we have pickles this weekend. Hello, I hope you're doing well. I swapped orientation, and now it seems like people can see me. I hope you guys are having a good day. I am currently working on pickles and getting ready for my market on Sunday again. If you didn't see me a little while ago, I showed some of the stuff that I've already made. Hello! So I made a couple of chickens. I made, it's supposed to be a bear, but to me now it looks more kind of like a capybara. And then I made this fuzz, pocket pets. Hello, how are you guys doing? And I made, that was the squid. This one is kind of hard to see, but this one's the elephant. What else have I made? This is a turtle from earlier. Hello. Oh, I'm doing very good. I'm glad to see that you're doing good. Hello. I sure hope so. I'm going to change it up and kind of see if I can't make it more parent friendly. Because kids always come in and look, but I want to make sure that it's parent friendly so that they can come see, you know, what the kids might like, and that it won't, you know, like break their budget. Thank you so much. So I'm making some pickles real quick, and then I'll probably go back to making chickens for a little bit, and then we might make some turtles. We'll actually finish the turtles. Yes, I did. Oh, I'm doing very well. Thank you so much. Yes, I am going to have freebies. We had a while back off of the Facebook Marketplace garage sale, we purchased some already finished appliques. Hello, nice to see you again. And those butterfly, they're butterfly appliques, and so I'm going to take some of those. Thank you. Oh, cool. I'm glad to hear that you crochet too. And then I also have like scrunchies. I am making a pickle right now. What else? Oh, I'm going to have some keychains. And then if they ever get here, I'm going to have stickers too, so that they can kind of have different things to choose from if they're not able to get anything out of the booth. I just want to make sure that everybody leaves happy. I'm also I'm going to do a raffle at this market and raffle off one of my plushies. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to have Mom help me embroider the faces. I'm not very good at it. Mom is way better at it. And so yes, they will have how did I do what? I'm so sorry. I must have missed something. But I'm kind of making each pickle a little bit different so that they're not all exactly the same. But yes, I will have freebies. And then I found out that I got into 2 more markets. One is early in October. Oh, my great-grandmother taught me how to crochet when I was 5. I'm pretty sure that I was a nuisance to her and she had to find something to keep me busy. Yes, I can make socks, but usually I knit the socks. I don't crochet the socks. I prefer knitting because it gives you a little bit more stretch in clothing. Embroidery is not my forte. My mother is much better at it. Hello, how are you doing? So it's just a little, it's part of making this stuff. It's just not, I'm not that good at doing the embroidery. And Mom is really good at doing that part of it. So I'm going to have her help me with that. And we have a truck that we're going to use this weekend to take everything to the market. And I will be doing a video and probably posting it to shorts either that day or the next day of my booth and my plushies and, you know, all the different things that I have. Sorry, I gotta get some more stuffing out. I don't want to overstuff these guys, but I definitely want to put some in. Someone commented last weekend about my plushies, and it took me a while to figure out what she was really saying. She was saying that I put too much polyfill in them. Oh, thank you so very much. No, I don't think I qualify for that. Hello. I think you have to have like 1,000 subscribers or something. Hello. So yeah. And I do have a website, but it's not very good. I need to spend more time working on it, but it's, again, not my favorite thing. However, I do have a plan in September to work on that and get more up and out. Hello. Thank you very much. You know, I'm so very, very thankful for everyone that subscribes and likes and watches me. My favorite thing to do is lives. I love talking to you guys. I do some other videos, but I do not do well at editing. And lives are just my favorite because I get to talk directly with you guys. And all chenille yarn, sheds, but this one like is constantly just shedding all over the place. Thank you. Yes. Um, and it seems like everybody I meet are so nice, and it's just a good little community. Okay, so pickle number 3 or 4. I'll probably do a couple more pickles, and then I'm going to swap over to maybe one more pickle, and then I'll swap over to doing some chickens. But I'm really excited. Yes, you are very correct. And I have found that most people on here are very, very nice. Yes, you get a few people that are trying to stir up something, but not, I kind of have noticed that I don't get very many people that are coming on saying negative things. I wonder where that went. I keep losing my stitch markers. But I've been modifying things because none of my patterns work well with these yarns, because patterns that I've purchased or found on Etsy or on Instagram. Because if I use the actual patterns, my pieces would be massive. And I don't want to have huge things. I want to have smaller things that maybe are more appropriate for the kind of the crowd that'll be coming through on Sunday. But we'll see. So anyways, I got into a market in early October and then a market in late November. So I have the 4 more markets in August at our mall, and then I have those other 2. One's at the mall and one's at Little America. And then after that, I won't have any more markets until next year. Hello, how are you doing? So then we'll probably do other stuff. I don't know exactly. I've been listening to people that, have their channel all planned out, which is awesome. But that doesn't seem to work very well for me. I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants sometimes. Hello. So I see the comment, but are you saying that you're a boy? I'm definitely very excited because it's like the crochet bug has come back again. Oh, and my thumb, if you knew, I hurt my thumb, had to get stitches. My thumb is doing so much better. It's not 100% healed, but it's getting there. And I've seen how a lot of people display their pickles, but I'm not going to do that. I have little trays that I'm going to put my pickles in, and maybe even some of my other small items. because I do not have a person that eats, goodbye, hon, I'll see you later, that eats like a whole bunch of cheese balls. Because I saw how the Celestial Homebody did hers, and that was pretty cool. She used the container that the cheese balls came in as a, well, fudge, as a pickle jar, and that was pretty cool. But that's just not something that I'm going to do. I've been trying to think of something that I could repurpose to be a pickle jar. And I do have some really big pickle jars, but they're glass. And so Mom and I were talking about it, and we don't think that that's necessarily the best idea to have glass pickle jars. But I'll keep thinking about it and seeing what I can't come up with. Because pickles do actually work out pretty well, and I think that they're fairly popular. Plus, they really just don't take a whole lot of time. And then on Saturday, because my market is on Sunday, I think on Saturday I will probably be doing like price marking and finishing up odds and ends that I need to finish up for the market. Because I go live again Saturday at 1. I still have quite a bit of green left over, and I probably will do some more pickles, but not right now. How about we make a couple of white chickens? Okie dokies. Oh, I did that wrong. I still had the pickles in my head. I was gonna make a white pickle. I don't think anybody's gonna buy a white pickle. So let's make a white chicken. This chicken's gonna have some green on it because I got green fuzz everywhere. I'm gonna have to lint roll everything because this yarn is just shed. I mean, they all shed, but this one is shedding up a storm. I hope everyone is doing well, and I hope everyone is having a good day. Okay. I really enjoyed watching Zan's live stream last night. He is my cousin's son, and he's getting really good at those games. Not that I really understand all that stuff, but I do like listening to him and watching, and I get a lot of crocheting done while he's doing that. He and his, friends from school, they play online games. So I'm glad that it brings him joy and it makes him, and it's a safe way for those kids to have fun and not be, I think, not be in danger. Because one of them was that was not playing last night, was trying to convince everybody else to go to the park at like 8:30 at night, and it was already dark, and it just wasn't a good situation. But luckily, most of the boys decided that it would be better to stay and play their game than go to the park. Because that park has a lot of just not good stuff that goes on down there. These chickens work up really fast in this yarn. I modified well, I didn't modify. I figured out how someone else does their chickens, and then I just kind of reverse engineered, but instead of having, that person was using a much thinner yarn than I am, and so they needed to do more stitches and more rows, and because this yarn is just so darn thick, you just don't have to do that many rows with it to get a nice size small chicken. And that's what I'm going for, is, really small stuff. Oh, crocheted my stitch marker in. Not the first time that I've done that, and not the last time that I'll do that. And I may get on later on tonight and do another live, a late live, to try and catch the people that I usually talk to later at night. It just kind of depends on how I'm feeling. But I want to try and get as much done as I can for, small items for this market. I do have small items, but I really want to add to what I have because in the past I haven't really wanted to make like chickens. But with this yarn, it's not so bad because they work up really fast. And you can batch make them fairly quickly. Hello, hello. How are you doing tonight? I am sitting here market prepping, and I'm working on a chicken. It'll be white, but it's going to look something like this. I hope you're having a good day. And that you got whatever you wanted to accomplished. Oh, that's cool. I don't know if we talked about it. What kind of dogs do you have? And if we did, I apologize for not remembering. That is so awesome. I have zero talent at drawing. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Cool. Now I remember. I'm sorry. Yes, I do. Yes, you're correct. Yes, I do. I have a black and tan who is currently sacked out because they just finished dinner. So he's sacked out on the couch with mom. His name is Humphreys, as in Mr. Humphreys. You probably don't know this series, but a long time ago, there was a series called Are You Being Served on the BBC? And I think that is hilarious. And so that's where he got his name. Mr. Humphreys on the show is very flamboyant. But it's set, I can't remember, I think it's like set back in the 70s or something, or maybe even earlier than that. Mom says she thinks the 60s. But it's a really funny show. I used to have a dog named Watson, also a dachshund. And we have a Chiweenie whose name is Bella. Oh, that is so cool. Winston, Blake, and Bigfoot. What am I doing with this? I forgot what I was doing. I apologize. Sometimes my brain just goes out the door. Try this again. Nope. Oh, cool. That's awesome. I used to do 4-H way back in the day. And I showed my dogs, my cat, and some rabbits. And then I had to show a sheep when I did the wool show. What else did I do? And then I helped someone else, I think, show their goats. They weren't the Angoras. I'll have to think because I do not actually remember what the breed of rabbits was. No. I don't remember exactly what the breed was. But we thought that we had 2 females. Because I'm pretty sure that's what we were told. And then later on we found out we had a male and a female. Huh?
They were all blind.
Oh, that is awesome. I bet you have fun with all of your animals. I know back in the day I did. And I loved 4-H, baking and sewing and showing your animals and being around other kids. And I liked 4-H. Why don't you draw your favorite rabbit? And if you keep drawing and you keep working on your skills, people will probably end up paying you for your skills, because being able to draw, thank you, being able to draw is like so cool, you know, and being able to paint, you know, any kind of creative way to view the world and interact with the world is so awesome. You know, and that could turn into a career for you. But so could the animals. Or maybe you'll find a way to blend both of them together. I have a friend that used to draw, and he drew all the way through high school. And then he went on to art school, and now he does art kind of all over the world. He's gone to Mexico and Canada and other countries. And you know, makes his living off of drawing and making art. I'm kind of working out in my head how to make possibly a polar bear. Oh, that is so awesome. I am so glad to hear that. I'm glad that your parents let you do that, or encourage. I hope they encourage you and help you. But that is really awesome. That is really cool. Do you sell your coloring books like on Amazon? I wonder if people would buy a green chicken. It'd be weird looking, but but a lot of my plushies are not conventionally colored anyways. Come on. Okay, what's going on here? There we go. As it just falls to pieces, and I'm going to redo it. That's the bad part about this yarn, is it just frays so bad. There's other ones that are... Oh, that's cool. There's other chenille yarns that are not as sheddy and falling apart like these ones are. But these ones are really big, thick yarns compared to what I typically use. Is this green? That's the size I typically use. And the white is what I'm using right now. Hello, how are you doing? Are you having a good day? That's what happened last time. You know, I like watching farm shows, and quite a few of them have kuni pigs. And I love that kind of like pinkish orange and black coloration. And if I was really a country kid, I think I would want a pig. But I'm a city girl, and I still want a pig. Never going to get one, because it wouldn't be fair to the animal. I don't think there's enough room in our backyard for a pig and 2 dogs. Did it again. Went the wrong way. Okay. And it being me, the raffle tickets that I have coming are purple. Like, they're supposed to be kind of like the color of my roses. So we'll see. Did I ever mention my favorite color is purple? Oh, it was awesome. I'm glad to hear that it was a good day for you too. Oh, wow. You have quite the farm then. And that's pretty cool. Are your chickens like free range, or do you guys normally keep them like in a coop or a fenced area? Oh, cool. So then they kind of help keep down like on the bugs and stuff. Yes, yes, please. I would love to see your pictures. That would be awesome. Thank you for offering. Oh, cool. Does anyone have any donkeys? Or miniature donkeys? One of the farm channels that Mom and I like to watch have miniature donkeys. Oh, wow. Were they fun or were they kind of a problem? Because sometimes it seems like, yeah, that makes sense. Because sometimes it seems like they might be a little ornery. And then other times they're just so darn cute. But I guess you could say that humans are like that too. So, Arghaven, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. What kind of animals do you have? I go live on Thursdays at 5, Saturdays at 1, well, Mountain Standard Time, so like Denver time. And then I go live kind of when I feel like it, other than that. Sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it's late at night. It just kind of depends. But my two scheduled are Thursday at 5 and then Saturday at 1. Oh, okay. Not a problem, because I don't speak any other languages. So good on you for learning somebody else's language, because it's not easy. That is cool. Yes, I do understand. English is not very, it's difficult to learn. And then you have to learn this, well, you don't have to, but then as you learn the slang, it's different. American slang is different than slang in other countries. And so they'll, like the back end of a vehicle where you can store stuff or put your groceries, we call that the trunk. But other countries will call it like the boot. And so, yes, it is very difficult to learn. But congratulations and good on you for learning. What is your native language? Or what did you learn to speak first? Persian. Oh, okay. Can I crochet a dachshund? Yes, I can. But they tend to turn out like really big. I don't know if I've showed my, let me see if I can find him here. He's going to go to the market with me this weekend. But, so this is a dachshund. It's a sausage dog. And it's pretty darn big. I love this pattern. It's a fun pattern for me. And I just think it's a great piece. It's a great showpiece. Brings people in to look at it. But yes, I can totally crochet a dachshund. And I do have a couple other patterns that make smaller ones, but I don't like them as well. And that's just because I like the bigger patterns for dogs specifically. Hello. Sure, I would say hello to anybody. All are welcome on my live stream. Hello, how are you doing? I don't. It's packed away in the car. I have to go through everything on Saturday. So on my live on Saturday, I will have, because I have a couple different mice, so I will show you what I have. Ah, salam then. I probably said that wrong. No problem. How's your day going? good. Yes, yes, everything's going well. I have another market this Sunday. And then I found out that I'm going to be in 2 more markets, one in October and one in November. But then after that, that's it. I am done applying for markets. I'll wait till next year, and then next year I plan on doing more. I am currently market prepping, and so right now I am making some chickens. I'm making the bodies right now, and then I will finish them, will stuff them and finish them, and then I can show you guys what they look like. And I'm really excited because I'm getting more, I think I'm getting some more gray yarn tomorrow. I found a deal on the Facebook Marketplace, and gray is the one color that is kind of hard for me to find. And so I'm really excited to get that colorway, because then it gives me more options of animals that I can make. Poor Humphreys is trying to decide if it's time to go to bed or get his cookies or what's going on. I had to move my box of things that I've already made that has yarn in it because I didn't have anywhere else to put it. Because I'm trying to use up some of this stuff before new comes into my stash. But I already am going to go get more new tomorrow. Like I said, because I'm going to meet that lady off of Facebook Marketplace and get that yarn, because that's a really good deal. She was selling yarn, blanket yarn and 4-weight yarn and different things for 2 big boxes for $20. And it's like, that's a really good deal. So yeah. It's kind of been nice because lately we've found a lot of good deals on Amazon Marketplace, and it's always someone saying, well, I'm not as crafty as I thought I was. Because they've decided that they can't use the yarn, and that's okay, but I'm really happy to give that yarn a home so that I can make new stuff with it. Fudge, I'm doing it wrong again. I keep wanting to make more pickles. And well, you weren't here earlier. So I've been making pickles. We're going to put faces on them. Mom and I need to do the embroidery on them so they have faces. Mom's very good at doing the embroidery and I'm not. And I am liking using this super bulky yarn to make the chickens, because I really in the past have not liked making chickens. But this has been really nice. They work up quick and I don't have to think about a whole lot other than am I chaining or am I starting in a magic circle. Thank you to everyone that has come by and liked and subscribed. It does mean a lot to me, and I'm always happy to meet new friends and to talk to friends that have been around here a while too. You mean, well, okay. If it's just straight bamboo yarn and you don't have any cotton or linen in there, it's not really my favorite. I mean, it's okay. It's not really my favorite. But when it's a blend, I do actually like it when it's in blends, whether that's with cotton or wool or even acrylic. It's a lot. It kind of handles a lot more like linen than other yarns. It can be, yeah. But it kind of depends. You almost have to feel it because each manufacturer, it's going to feel a little bit different. There's different grades, just like there's different grades with your cotton or your wool. So some of it feels nicer than other of it, but yes, it does tend to be a little bit more breathable, like linen. And some people really like it for like summer clothes. It's not something that I typically would buy. But then again, I'm making clothes for myself and I'm basically between a 3 and a 4X right now. So that's not where I would want to spend my money. I would rather go for a soft cotton or a cotton blend, or even sometimes an acrylic. Because sometimes it's just, you can't get as nice colorways or as clean colorways in natural fibers sometimes as you do in the acrylics. And even something like this that's polyester, it's still technically acrylic. It's just a nicer version. than like I don't know, a Red Heart 4-weight, like a Red Heart Super Saver. Because like this is way softer. Huh. I'm gonna be honest with you, because it's not one of my favorite things. I really haven't worked with it enough. Mildew. We really don't get mildew where I'm at, but I'm in a cooler, dry climate. But then again, it kind of depends on where you're at, because your environment can affect your yarns. Also, sunlight can affect your yarns. Like if you're going to be out in the sun, you know, day after day after day after day. Yeah. The sun can degrade the yarn, even natural fibers. But for me, probably because the feel of it, I didn't care for as much. I tend to go for a cotton or a cotton blend. So maybe I'm not the best person to ask, and maybe asking a different creator who's using bamboo yarn and get their perspective on it. Because I'm team cotton. When it comes down to it, I'm team cotton. Yeah, I prefer cotton, and I use cotton and cotton blends a lot, especially when making clothing. Sometimes I will use like a polyester or like a 4-weight acrylic. Kind of depends on what I'm making, and am I looking for colors? Am I looking for warmth? Am I looking for, you know, what I want out of it and how I'm going to use it. Actually, sometimes I do, yeah. I don't catch her all the time, but I try to catch her YouTube episodes. I really like it when she has the cold case foundation guy on. No, I can't remember what his name is. But he was a detective in California for years and years and years. And then after he retired, he and his wife, I believe, moved to Florida. But she has him on fairly frequently, especially when talking about like the Idaho 4, because that's how they met. Yes. Yep. And she worked for the FBI for a while too. This is how old I am. I remember when her twins were born, and they're teenagers. Are you watching Nancy now? You're correct. She's got some time on me. Probably not as much as you think, but yes, she has a little bit of time on me. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Well, I'm in my 40s, so yes, she's older than me, but she's not ancient, let's put it that way. Oh, Cray, were you the one that was asking about the glam chicks? Because I did post one on my post today. And it's kind of like a yellowish and multicolor one. As Mom makes them, I'm trying to show them. Because I know people have been asking. Okay. Hello. How are you doing? Hydrate. And if you haven't taken your meds today or vitamins, you should do that. And make sure that you're getting your sleep in, because it's very important that you take care of you. Sorry guys, someone was trying to call me. It's just a reminder about my appointment tomorrow. I know it is, but I'm live and I don't want to talk to the machine. Oh wow, thank you very much. Thank you everyone that has liked and subscribed and has been hanging out and talking to me. Because I really do like doing these lives and I really do like talking with you guys. It's probably healthier than talking to myself. I'm making chicken bodies right now, and then I'll finish them up. Because I think I have enough to make 1, maybe 2 more chicken bodies. And then I will start finishing up the chickens. I keep up with the news just a little. Is there something that's going on besides all the shootings and the tariffs? No, that's okay. I'm not. There's a lot of stuff that's been going on in the news that makes me unhappy. And it's not that I want to be an ostrich and stick my head in the sand, but if I listen to it too much, then I get really agitated. And I just don't want to do that to myself. It's much more relaxing to watch and listen to crocheters and knitters and farm channels. I'm a little bit more interested in, instead of the national stuff, in the local stuff that's going on. Because the city council, the county commissioners have made some pretty big changes that supposedly are going to help small businesses, but I'm worried that it's going to be more exploited by larger companies. But we'll see. Because they basically decided that they wanted to make it that if you have your own home business in the county, that you don't have to get a permit from the county anymore, and that if you live in the structure where you sell or do business from, it's now protected, and I don't know. We'll see how it all turns out. It's interesting because I went to high school with one of the county commissioners, and I went to high school with someone that sits on the city council. And I knew them when they were young, and so sometimes the decisions that they make, I'm like, why would you do that? Like, but to each their own. I'm not everybody's cup of cake, so not everybody's going to be my cup of cake. Because I'm not drinking tea. I'm not eating cake either, but cake sounds better than tea right now. I think I might be able to get one more white chicken. And then we're done with the white. And I might go back to green. Yes, but you have to remember that our largest city is 70,000 people. Like, that's tiny for a capital city. But our state doesn't have a lot of people in it anyways. Oh, we'll see. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Like Frontier Days is over with, and so the whole entire state right now is going, because like we have to have police brought down, law enforcement come from other counties to help keep everything safe here during Frontier Days. And it's just kind of a wild ride for a little over 2 weeks. But now that that has all kind of settled down, and state fair is almost over. It should finish, I believe, on the 9th. Okay, I lied. It's next week. I thought it was this week, but it's next week. But even then, state fair's not that big. And so you understand that it's not that big. Like, we jump the border and go to Colorado all the time. Well, not all the time, but often to like go shopping and stuff. And that's not just Mom and I. That's kind of what a lot of us in town do. Because there's so many more options down in Colorado than there are here. And like, we're on the state line. We're 10 miles from the state line. So it's not like we have to drive that far to hit Colorado. We used to do a lot of it because my grandma, goodness, she loved to shop. And you know, that shop till you drops thing, that was my grandma. And so we would go down like for the sales and all kinds of stuff. And there was a shop, I don't know if it's still there or not, but there was a shop at the Loveland outlet malls that had all of these like kitchen gadgets, and you could find all kinds of stuff down there that you couldn't find here in town. And like, people go to Denver for entertainment and stuff. So, although they are trying to do more here in town for the kids and adults. Yeah. I don't even, well, sometimes I'll go into the store, but oftentimes now I shop online and just have it delivered, or we'll go pick it up. That way I can stay out of the store and only buy what I went there for. Otherwise, if like I'm walking the store, then I'm like, oh, well, maybe I should get this, and oh, that's on sale. So I just do better if I do the online ordering, especially groceries. And when they deliver, you know, we don't have to carry from the car into the house. They just plop it on our front doorstep, and then we go and bring it in. And that is so much easier. And even yarn shopping, I tend to do online, unless like we go to a thrift store or something and I go looking. But most of the time we just do Oh, cool. What was your book about that you wrote? Ah, that makes sense. Anything in your book coming true? Ah, do you include the Yellowstone volcano? Mom and I have always said that if the super volcano goes off, it doesn't matter. We're not gonna make it out. Ah, is Cheyenne just a stop on the book's way to somewhere else? Like the characters going somewhere else? Ah. So have you published that book somewhere? Ah. It sounds like an interesting story. But then again, I'm biased because I'm from here. So, one teeny tiny ball of white left. Not enough to make another chicken, but it might come in handy later on for something else. And no, I don't know what the something else is right now. I'm gonna make some more pickles. You know, I used to read a lot of fiction. 4 and 5. I used to read like Garth Nix and Laurel K. Hamilton, Christine Feehan. Who else did I read? I don't do as much reading anymore because with my all of my medical stuff, I have come really close to bleeding out more than once, and those episodes have kind of changed the way my brain works. But I like books on tape. Well, just because you like writing fiction doesn't mean you like reading it. Because, you know, your writing is your creative outlet, but your reading is probably how do I say this? I want to say self-soothing, but that's not really what it is. It's something that gives you dopamine in a different way. One of these days, I'm going to mic her up, and then y'all get to listen to Mom. I don't think I could actually read true crime because it would probably spook me too much, but I do like listening to true crime stories. But I only listen to the ones that are like really old or they've already been solved. Yeah. I mean, I can kind of see where they're coming from, but on the other hand, reading kind of can set you free, gives you wings. But when you're writing, it's more creative and it's, you're just hitting different spots in your brain with dopamine. And, you know, just because someone says you have to read it to write it isn't necessarily the truth, because what works for you may not work for the next person, and what works for the next person may not work for you. Ah, yeah. Yeah. We'll do that someday because I have to charge them up. and get them ready to go. Another pickle. Oh, they are so crazy easy. Compared to everything else, this is probably the easiest plushie ever to make. At least for me. What's going to take longer is putting the faces on them. Actually, it's my normal time for Thursdays. My late nights are kind of hit and miss. Although I'm thinking about getting off and eating something and then coming back later on tonight, and talking and doing more, because I'm getting hungry. So I think that's what I'm going to do is finish this pickle and then duck out for dinner, and then I'll come back later on. And then I'll go live again on, okay, that works. Hello, how are you doing? Good deal. Glad to hear that you're doing good. Oh, I'm doing good. Just working on finishing up another pickle. So, I'm gonna go eat some dinner, and then I will come back and do another live. I'll probably start that around 9 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, which is in about 2 hours. And I will talk with you guys some more. If you're around. If not, that's okay. But I do want to thank everyone who has liked and subscribed and commented. Thank you very, very much. And I do want to say or remind everyone that you are wanted, you are needed, and you are loved. Be kind to everyone, including yourself, and I will see you later on. Bye.